Welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago. Well, the UWI SPEC, in collaboration with Ventures Hockey Club, will be hosting a hockey tournament as a means of bringing hockey back to the campus. The tournament will also offer athletes some competition before the end of the year. Here to tell us more about this tournament, we have the Secretary of the Ventures Hockey Club, Gina Voze, and we also have the UWI student athlete, Kadeen Gonzalez. Ladies, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ventures Hockey Club. What is Ventures Hockey Club?
Ventures Hockey Club is actually the oldest hockey club in Trinidad and Tobago. We've been around since 1927, and we're the oldest women's hockey club as well. So we will be coordinating this tournament for UWI SPEC on from Friday 20th to Sunday 22nd.
Great. So how large is this club?
Right now, Ventures has about 30, 35 members. We have a few of them away at university, so we're dwindling, but we're working on that because we have our junior program that is also developing our youth so that eventually they'll be joining our club.
Yeah. How popular is hockey in Trinidad and Tobago?
Right now, I think it's not as popular as we'd like it to be. We have it in some schools. We have some of our past national members training youth in schools, primary schools, secondary schools. So I think we're working on it to get it back right where we would like it to be.
Great. And Kadeen, what has your experience been in hockey? When were you introduced to hockey, first of all?
Well, I was introduced to hockey in high school around the age, well, I actually started playing for a club at 15. So I joined Shape Hockey Club, which currently is an all-boys hockey club. And we formed the first girls team for Shape that we went on for about a year, and then that discontinued, and then I was introduced to Malverns. I started playing hockey at 15.
Great. And what was that experience like for you?
Honestly, I never thought I'd be playing hockey. I still remember up to this day when I got home and I told my mom, Mommy, I started playing hockey, I'm going to play hockey. She's like, you going to play hockey? To damage what? So, especially in now, and especially I think for the girls, hockey is not as popular, yes, as it used to be. Because I went to St. Augustine Girls High School, and they used to have a very good hockey team at a point in time. Like, they had some ex-national players, Chrissy Lane, Patricia Bonio at the time, Patricia Wright Alexis now. They had a very good team, and right now it's just not where we want it to be.
Yeah. Is this in general, like all schools throughout the country, or do you think it's just some schools?
Considering the size of the hockey fraternity from when I joined to now, I think it's a problem in all schools. Like, when I started, there would have been a lot of people with the teams, and now it's dwindling.
It's not active at
Why?
all.
Why do you think this is the case?
I'm not sure if it's because hockey can sometimes be an expensive sport. Parents and may not. Yes, you have to get all the gear, depending on where you're playing. If you're playing as a goalkeeper, that's a lot more gear than a player out in the field. You know, so it depends. Sports in general, I think, is dwindling in the schools as well. You may have the track and field. That might just be the most prevalent sport right now, but all the others may not see as much interest from the students as we would like.
How important is sport?
I think sport is very important, and we have
You're a student as well.
Yes.
How has the road been for you in terms of balancing both your academics and sport?
At club level, I don't think it's been much of a challenge, but it was only a challenge to me when I started training with the national team and actually on tour when you're missing 2 weeks of school, especially in university. I think we need to make more amends for student athletes. Have stuff in place for them. When you go on tour and you come back, you have to catch up with your work yourself, and you still are expected to perform as any regular student. So education, yes, it is very important. I think anywhere I've been, all of my coaches have understood that and said, you know, put your work first. Sport will always be here, but at the same time, you are still expected to give it 100% on the field.
And it helps develop you holistically.
It does. Holistically develops you. You have no choice. You have to manage your time.
Teaches you discipline.
Time management, discipline. And I think I've gotten a lot from it in terms of experience. So like at this stage, I'm in my final semester currently, and I'll be graduating in October. And at job interviews, when an employer asks you a certain question, so in this scenario, what would you do? You can always put a reference to something you've come across in the sport. So I think it's very important. It develops your body, your mind, and it gives you a sense of maturity as well.
Wow, that's really well put. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, I understand that you represented our country in both junior and senior national levels.
Yes.
Share that experience with us.
My first team, wow, overwhelming. I think I was lucky to have both tours with the same coach. So we had a bit of a understanding. I understood the process, and the jump from the junior level to senior level was a big difference. Wow. A lot of mixed emotions, and I think I enjoyed it to the fullest. I have no regrets.
No regrets about
none whatsoever, no.
And you will encourage those looking on.
I will encourage you. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of dedication.
Yes.
A lot of sleepless nights, because when you have practice 5:30 to 8:30, practice at the point in time used to be in Takarigo. I live in Rima. So by the time you finish practice 8:30, you have team talk, if you have ice baths. So you're probably not leaving the field till an hour after training finishes. That is the reality of it. And then to commute home, you're not going to get home till after 10. And then you now have to go and do your schoolwork that is due the next day. So it's a bit hard. It is a bit hard, but it is worth it in the end. It gives you a lot of experience both ways.
You mentioned ice baths.
Yes.
What is that?
Ice baths, so they fill a pool with water,
Just
and then you
literally
literally put ice and you have to sit in it.
Why?
It helps with the pain.
Okay, very, very interesting. Ms. Waza, how important are tournaments like these?
Very important, because at times we may not have our hockey board having a tournament throughout the year. So it kind of puts a lag or puts people to sleep, or they feel like, oh God, when are we going to play next? When is and we want to keep them active.
It's an opportunity.
Yes, so we want to have them have something always going on, so that we keep them interested in the sports.
Who are some of the names, for instance, at the university that have made it big in the sport?
That would be.
I would say most of the male national players, which would have been past, who left recently, like Lindell Bayer, currently Jordan Reynolds, who's going to there. We have a few new ones coming in as well. Jordan has recently been to the Indoor World Cup. In the pre-lead to the World Cup was in Guyana.
Yes.
And then they made it to the World Cup in Germany.
Right. And Ms. Waza, what is the long-term plan or goal as it pertains to the SPEC and tournaments such as these?
I believe we would like to continue having these tournaments. As you know, there's indoor and outdoor, so I know that we would try to do as many tournaments throughout the year as we can. This is the first time Ventures will be running the tournament for UWI SPEC, so hopefully it's going to be a good venture for everyone.
Good venture.
Yes.
Have there been many challenges?
I think the one challenge we may have is to get a lot more sponsors. So right now we have to thank our sponsors. We have First Citizens, we have Flo and SM Jalil. So I think we need to have a bit more sponsors come on board to really have this tournament rocking.
Like as I said, she was expressing before, hockey is not one of the popular sports in Trinidad and Tobago. You'll hear everybody going to a football match, everybody going to watch cricket.
Yes.
Nobody coming to watch hockey.
Exactly.
And I think something like that in a country like ours, it hinders the development of the sport, because for one, I know there's a lot of talent in hockey. I mean, look at the men with the resources we have. And they made it to the World Cup. We are currently now ranked 11th in the world.
We
competing against
a lot of people. Like Argentina. We beat
Argentina twice. And to beat Argentina in a final on 7-0. That is remarkable.
Yes.
That is remarkable.
Wow. Well, I'd like to ask you this question, Kadeen. As a young player, what do you think needs to be done to further develop hockey? How can we make it more attractive?
I think our main issue right now is participation, getting people involved. The interest in hockey, the peak of interest is dropping. We need to get a lot more people to understand that it's not what it really is. It's actually a very fun sport. It's actually very lively. I've known people who've never come to see a hockey match before and be like, oh, hockey's not good, hockey's not good. I actually sit down and watch hockey match and was like, wow, it is really exciting, you know? You get your blood flowing. I think we really need to market it a bit more. We need to let the public know of the talent that we actually have and that the potential that we have to actually perform not only in Trinidad at the club level but on the world stage.
Great. Ms. Wilson, when is this tournament and what information we should have? Is there a contact number?
So the tournament is on Friday the 20th from 6 p.m. to Sunday 22nd at UWI SPEC. We start off on Friday with UWI Women versus Shannikara Magnolias, and then we go Saturday. It starts at 10 a.m. and with UWI versus Paragon. So you're starting both these, and we end at 8:40 with Trinidad and Tobago Defence Force versus Fatima. We have 5 women's team, UWI, Paragon, Ventures, Notre Dame, Shannikara, Magnolias, and we have 8 men's teams. So I think it's going to, now 7. So now we have 7 men's team, but it's going to be very exciting.
I think it's going to be very competitive. Yes.
Very competitive. To see the fast pace that comes out of a men's game especially, you'd be amazed.
Yeah. I wish we had more time. Thank you so much for being here. Really a pleasure chatting with you. You're brilliant. Really nice meeting you, and thank you also.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we now take you to a travel weather forecast.